So we're going to begin by talking about Pascal's triangle and how to make it. It's really easy to do. Just make a triangle of ones, right? And then you simply add the 1 and the 1 together and you get 2. But you write it between the ones and below. And then you also put ones on the outside. Okay? So once again, you're going to add the 1 plus 2, and you're going to get 3, and you're going to put them right here in the middle. And then 2 plus 1, 3, put it right here in the middle. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and don't forget about putting ones on the outside again. And you could keep going. When you think about 1 plus 3, you get 4, put it right here in the middle. So we get a 4 right here. And then 3 plus 3 is 6. And 3 plus 1 is 4. And once again, put ones on the outside. And let's keep going one more time. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. And 4 plus 1 is 5. And once again, ones on the outside. Now, why did my triangle break up like that? That is horrible. Okay, so there's my triangle. The power, anything to the power of 0, so let me write this on the side. Power, anything to the power of 0 is going to give me the answer 1. Anything to the power of 1 is going to give me that row right there. The power of 2 is going to give me that row right there, 1, 2, 1. Power of 3 is going to give me 1, 3, 3, 1. Power of 4 is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Power of 5, and so on and so on. You could keep going forever. So, once we have Pascal's triangle, we could actually expand any binomial to whatever power it has. Let me make this a little smaller, move it to the side. Let me get this one out here. So we have an example here, a binomial to the third power. So if we think about the third power, we're thinking about the third power, which gives us these numbers, 1, 3, 3, 1. So if you think about that, 1, 3, 3, 1, that's what we're going to set up. We're going to write a 1 followed by 2 parentheses, a 3, let's put a plus sign right there, followed by 2 parentheses, a 3 followed by 2 parentheses, and a 1, let me move this to the side a little, followed by 2 parentheses. And there's more to it. What we need to do is fill in the parentheses. This first part of your binomial will be in your first parenthesis. The second part of your binomial will be in the second parenthesis, and that's on each one. So there are all the 3 S's plugged into the first parenthesis. Let me plug in the 2 T's into the second parenthesis. And in addition to plugging in the 3 S's into the first parenthesis and the 2 T's into the second parenthesis, you also need to go and take this highest power of 3 and put it on the first parenthesis. So the highest power of 3, I want to put it right here on the first parenthesis, which means that the second parenthesis has to be 0. And now the trick is that on your next term, the 3 is going to decrease by 1 and the 0 is going to increase by 1. And you keep going until over here at the very end you end up with the opposite, a 0 in the first parenthesis as the power and a 3 as the power of the second parenthesis. So let me show you how that works. The 3 decreases to a 2, but the 0 increases to a 1. The 2 decreases to a 1, but the 1 increases to a 2, and the 1 decreases to a 0 as the 2 increases to a 3. And ladies and gentlemen, that is expanding the binomial using Pascal's triangle with the binomial expansion theorem. All we need to do is do some simple math now. Let's focus in on the first term. So going into the first term right here, we need to distribute, and what we end up with is 3 to the third, 3 to the third, s to the third, And then the 2t to the 0 power cancels out because that's just 1. So my first term will actually be 27 s to the third. That's the first part of my answer. Now the second part of my answer, if I focus in on the second part here, I'm going to have to distribute the power of 2 to get 3 squared s squared, bring down the 3 that's in front, and the times 2t that's at the back, because 2t to the 1 is still 2t. And now all you have to do is multiply the 3 squared, which is 9, times 3, that's 27, and 27 times 2 is 54. So you end up with 54 s squared t. I hope everybody's following along here. So that's my second term. Moving on to my third term, I'm going to do the 3s to the 1 power. That just simply stays 3s. Don't forget about the times 3 that's out in the front. And the back part, when you distribute that 2 to the 2 and to the t, you're going to get 2 squared t squared. And of course, we need to continue simplifying 3 times 3 times 4, because 2 squared is 4. So that's 9 times 4, which is 36. So you're going to get 36 s t squared. That is positive 36 s t squared. And moving on to our final part, which is this last one. It's really easy to do because the 3s to the 0 power is 1. So all we need to focus in on is taking that 3, putting it on the 2 and on the t. So you get 2 to the third, t to the third, and 2 to the third is 8. You could also think about this 1 that's out here in the front, but that's not going to change anything. So it's really 1 times 2 to the third times t to the third. So your final part of your answer is going to be plus 8t to the third. So focusing in on all of our work that we just did, our final answer to that will be 27 s to the third plus 54 s squared t plus 36 st squared plus 8t to the third.